Hi, this is Anthony here from West Coast Custom Concrete, the best in the West. Today we're in Costa Mesa, California, doing a patio in the whole side of the house. We got a lot going on here. We got drains and different things going here. And I had my equipment, my tractors on a different job cutting a hillside in, so I couldn't get them over here. And Javier wanted to start this one. We had like three of them going on, so they just did this by hand. It was just the patio and then the dirt on the side, and they just used bins, a couple of those low boy bins, and put it in there. It's formed up. It's diamond grooved. I got this job because the people saw my diamond groove job that I had on my YouTube, and they had like three other guys come out here and look at it, and nobody could diamond groove it unless they saw cut it. They're like the other guys on YouTube that can't do it. There's a couple reasons why. For one, they're not talented enough. For two, they don't have the crew, or they never built any bridges to have people that are good enough to do that thing. And three, they don't know how to bid it right. But this is all diamond grooved with a 1 foot band on the perimeter, 1 foot band around the house. There's Jefferson, Javier, Milton, my same crew as always. This whole side is going to be diamond groove concrete. It's all locked in, so it's going to be a pretty special video because there's no access on the side to cut the diamonds. So you got to do it out on skates. And we just used one of these low boys, mixed the dirt on a mixed load. It's like $450 for the bin or something like that. We just mixed the load. I couldn't get over with my stuff. And they didn't want a square patio. They wanted some radius and curvature to it, so it looked really custom nice. So what Javier's doing, he's just ripping a 2x4 into a bender board, so he can stake it how he wants to design it, the outer perimeter shape of it. There's Milton Jr. helping him. So we're just getting elevations. All the water runs towards the other side of the house, and then we put an area drain in the center, so it bowls to the area drain because we couldn't get fall to get too many drains in it. So we just ran it to one drain on the other side of the house, in the middle of the slab. You'll see it when we pour that side. Here's the 2x4s, the outer perimeter of the patio. He's just shaping it up. And I'm going to show the customer and see if they like what it looks like, the way he did it. It looked really good. So you just rip a bunch of lines in a 2x4. You don't really need bender board. That's the best bender board you could use, because you'd have to put a million stakes in it with bender board and it loses its shape. This way it'll stay aesthetically the way you set it. So we're just setting this up here. We got to get the rebar and dig the drain out in it. I did a lot of other stuff at a lot of these jobs I do, but I don't show it. I only show the concrete end of it because it's a concrete channel, so I don't really want to show drains and other stuff on here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This stuff, you can get a lot of good tips from it. The way we set this up and the way we diamond it. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. I got some floating stairs with LED lights in them and more equipment, all kinds of stuff coming up. So we've got the editing program and everything up to par, so we're going to knock these out every 5 or 6 days. I have about 10 videos to post. So we're putting the drains. We put them on the outer perimeter for the grass. We gave it 2% from the house to the grass out, and then it all drains towards the side behind Javier to an area drain. So it's all going to come out and out to the street. We quartered out to the street, so all the water just comes right out of here. This job, we got it all set up, and we had a torrential downpour. It's 80 degrees now, but it must have rained like 3 inches for about 2-3 days, and it soaked this one. But I had some indoor jobs, so we poured some sunken living rooms and some other stuff inside. We worked the whole time in the rain, but we let this sit, and we had like 5 jobs to choose from what we were doing, so we just let this thing simmer and dry out because it was soaked. I think for about 5 days, and then we came back and poured it. We had it all set up. That's Milton Sr. He's just laying all the rebar. We're going to tie it all up. This diamond groove would be a really good video. A lot of people like this. There's not many people that do it. They come back and saw cut it, like I was saying, because they're not talented enough to do it. Got to have the right crew, right guys. We poured it with 4 guys. Here I am with the Olin 545. We were going to use a Georgia buggy, but we just pumped it. Thought it'd be a better idea. I'm one of the rare contractors that if there's something significant to demo, I have 3 different tractors. I grab whatever size I need. I have 3 breakers. I have 2 concrete pumps right now. I had 4 at one time, or 5. When I need to place concrete, I just go get my pump. I don't need to call anyone for any aspect of it. This is all in-house. We brought 2 other guys. One guy cut all these most of these diamonds. It's about 15 yards, I think. So I'm laying this out, and we cut them, and we're using Polar Set. We're using 2% of heat in it too, to crack it off because it's in the shade. Plus, it's diamond, and it's got a band around the house perimeter and on the outside perimeter of the pad, and it goes down in the side of the house. It's one of my designs I use a lot. You guys seen it before on that one with the concrete bench video I did. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. We use 4 guys and then Milton Jr., which is, he's not quite full fledged, but 4 guys laid this down. This side here is locked in, so you don't have any access, and you got to shut that gate. They open inside, not out. So once you crawl out of there, you got to shut the gate. And we're putting expansion foam up. We're just using a 3M product. It's a adhesive glue. You just spray it kind of lightly and on the foam real lightly, and it tacks it up real good. My normal guy, Greg Johnson, couldn't make it today, so he sent me Ray. This guy coming up here. He's giving the kid a concrete mixer toy he had in the truck. It's really cool. Here I am going to prime it out. I don't remember what slump we did. I poured so many. Let me see it. Yeah, it's about a 6 or 5.5 with 2% Polar Set in it. And this whole thing's crawled. The patio, you can get access and you can cut them from standing on the grass, but when you get down the other side, you got to just skate it up and cut them as you go. That guy in the orange shirt cut them all. I think that was him. Just getting around these poles to keep going here to lay this down. I got training Milton Jr. how to pump. I got a pump in my yard he could run. It's not like I need the practice. It's cutting into my activities. So I'm going to teach him how to pump too. So other guys in my crew know how to pump. They know how to run the skid steers, because I could drop one off to them, or they could pick it up at the yard on one of my jobs and I'm on another job pumping, or whatever I need to do. I can hit it from every angle. I don't have to count on anyone. Real contractors have equipment. They place concrete with a pump. They demo it themselves. You can't make money the other way. A lot of people have been sending me videos of other people and saying, why are these guys laborers on their jobs? Why don't they have equipment like you and pumps? And I have no idea. I don't even know who they're talking about, but I've recently seen a couple bids from people on YouTube, and I can tell you why they don't. They don't make any money. So you got to price it right. You got to get the equipment. If you can pay it off and start with one thing at a time, that's the way to go. I don't have payments on anything. If I want to buy a 10-wheeler, excavator, I pay cash, another Bobcat, brake, whatever I need. I own it outright. So if something happens in the market or it slows down, I just park it out in my yard and camp out and go to the beach. I mean, what else can you do and find stuff here and there? You can't dictate what it's going to do, so, or how much somebody's going to charge or whatever. I already know when I bid it what the demo is because I'm doing it. I know how much the pump is because I'm doing it. So it's a way to be really efficient financially to do it. I mean, you can be a worker and a tradesman, whatever, and walk around with bags on, but you're not going to make any money. And at some point, your body's going to give out. So that's how you want to do it. But Milton Jr.'s young. He's only like 21. So when I teach him how to pump, he's got a long ways to go to be doing it. If that's what he wants to do, he can finish or he can pump. I'm going to teach him that, and Javier's teaching him how to finish. So we're pumping this down. I think we're on the second load, or we're still on the first load. Came around the corner, just rodding this down. That's a long run right there. These diamonds came out really nice. I mean, I walked the whole thing, every square inch of it. I re-looked at it. There's a 1-foot band around the outskirts of the patio on the outside perimeter, and then there's one same band against the house. I think it was 1 foot. That's generally what we use. So we're going to Fred zone this up. With the heat, with the Polar Set, there's no bleed water. You can get on it pretty quick. It evaporates the water. You don't have to pump it super dry. See, Javier could cut these underneath the patio because he had access, but down the other way you can't do it. Evidently, only the best in the West can hand groove diamonds. Maybe that's why they keep putting me in engineering magazines and stuff and nobody else. Gotta wonder. That's a long run too, but He comes out on shoes and he brooms this. He walks it out. You'll see it coming up how he broomed that side. We broomed the diamonds one way, and then the bands around the house and around the perimeter the opposite way, straight. So it look really good. It kind of look like two pores illusion. You want to give it that look. If you like this look, this is probably a 10 out of a 10. This job. It's similar to the other patio I did. There's Bob. Guy was a really cool guy. Helped me drag the hose out because those guys were getting down. So I'm going to hook this up and wash it out, and we're pretty much done. These guys are going to start getting down on it. Like I was saying, this guy cut the whole side. This guy just got out there on boards and cut it. There's a look for you. Maybe that band is a little wider than a foot. I think it might be. I don't remember. You can see it against the house too if you look good. I don't know if we can get up close up. Oh, there's a good look at it. See, it has the same band. And we left two guys up here in the patio skating, and then two on the other side. It's cracking off pretty good. He's already brooming it. That 2%, that polar set works really good. It's more expensive than CC, but these people out here don't know you're not supposed to use CC with rebar or metal because it eats it. Polar set doesn't. So he's brooming that band up. There's a look. There you get a good look at it there. The only thing that of all these videos people have showed me, sent me, because a lot of people send me videos, the only thing I've seen that's good is they don't zoom in on their work. That's the only smart thing they do. And they never do nothing worthy of going back and looking at it again, refilming it. I got these floating stairs coming up, but in the video the lights won't be in it in the landscaping, so I'm going to revisit it and refilm it when they get the lights in it. And they're LED lights, they're strip lights. So it's pretty cool. That's how he came out of it. He's just trailing it as he goes and brooming it. He cut all those joints himself with polar set in it, 2%. And he broomed it diagonal that way with the diamonds and the ribbon the other way. So it came out really nice. You can see it right there. Coming up here. That's the tail end of it here. There it is there. Thank you very much for watching The Best in the West.